3, 2.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to season 2, episode 2 of Into the Southlands. So glad you're joining us again. We had some fun shenanigans in episode 1, and I can't wait to continue them in episode 2. As you may have noticed, unfortunately, B will not be with us today, but of course, they're always with us in spirit. But let's go ahead and get to the most important part of any story, and that's the people that tell them. So, really quickly, I'm the GM, Noir, he, they, not important. What is important is, let's start with, looking at the overlay, we're going to start with, I'm going to have to bully you, Anita. You're going to go first.
Oh, hi, everybody. I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses. And today I am playing our Ravenfolk Artificer, Birdificer, who uses the grease spell maybe a little too liberally. Moonshine the Magnificent.
All right. And next we have the newest member of the squad. And came in with like a 30 persuasion last episode. KP, how you doing?
Hello everybody, my name is KP and I do not use the grease spell liberally, thank God. Otherwise we would be swimming in grease, but you know, thoughts for the future. It's something maybe I should keep in mind. However, I do play a Ravenfolk by the name of Shani. He's a bard and he's here to chronicle the events and adventures of this wonderful crew as they have intrigued him with their shenanigans so far. And mind you, though, he will be telling the whole story, so keep your ducks in a row.
Okay. And I was going to say, speaking of ducks, but that's not a segue at all.
Why not?
Nobody in this party is a duck, but someone in the party is a cat. And cats are kind of like ducks, I guess.
Marcus, thoughts on this?
Marcus, please.
We need to run a news show here. Hi, my name is Marcus. I am definitely not a duck. However, some of the letters that are in the word
we
duck
know of
are in the word cat.
Yeah.
And that's how we connect those two dots. I am Marcus. I'm going to be playing Zat, the 4'4" little cat folk. He is a very small, very weird, very flippy, very mighty little dork who I love with all of my heart. Also, his name backwards is Taz, the wrestling commentator. Here's his sword. That's all I got right now. Bye.
Please tell me that's the reason you named him that.
Yeah, I mean, literally the kid. I'm not kidding. I'm a huge Taz fan. I love Taz.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
That's the reason why he was named Zat, because I couldn't think of anything. That's why I was literally watching Dynamite when I was making the character, so I have like Evil Lord Moxley and like all of these names. Anyway, hi, I'm gonna leave again.
Okay. Now I can't stop seeing Lord Moxley as Dean Ambrose. Speaking of Dean Ambrose, you bring us in.
Wowzer. Hey, everybody. I'm your resident Kobold here to tell you, thanks for being here. I'm playing Ufu. We'll have some announcements here at the end, but I don't feel like doing them right now because I'm way more interested in creating a duck folk race. After this conversation, why don't we have a duck folk?
Into the Ducklands. Let's do this. Is there a one shot? Can we do a one shot?
Into the wetlands. Thank you very much.
Yes.
You got to be out of your mind if you think I'm not going to turn you all into a duck sometime this season.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Ducks in the desert. So good.
I'm ready for this.
Desert ducks.
Y'all, can we please be like sand pirates?
Sand pirates.
We're a bunch of duck folk sand pirates.
Sand pirates.
We're all in
ridiculous.
all in a row.
This might be the greatest idea anyone's ever had.
Wherever we go, we're all in one row.
We've evolved into chaos, and I love it.
Oh boy, I'm Dot. I do not play a duck folk. I play an arena, which is a hedgehog race, their name is Ufu. He's a little hedgehog person, a monk specifically, and he kind of goes with the flow most of the time. His great joys in life are getting to dig through the sand with his goggles on, playing his very large flute, which Shawnee hasn't seen yet. That'll be very interesting. And punching things with his very tiny hands.
Speaking of punching things, Noir.
Hmm.
No, I'm just getting like that was a transition. I was
Yeah,
like,
not a good one. Hey, just like
day.
every time.
Yeah,
Speaking
so
of
that
segues,
was
here's
your
another one.
segue.
Here's one that doesn't work.
You know what? That's now the tradition of this show. I refuse to accept transitions that make sense. So with that, let's give you a rundown of what happened last episode. So last episode started with our party pretty much just taking a breather and enjoying rest from the events of season 1. And that's when Gafir, our resident Jinn, quietly got up, smiled at Ufu, and walked into the campfire and vanished. It was a rather peaceful exit, but still one that roused a little bit of questions and concerns. So Ufu and the gang got together to see if they can find where Gafir has gone. The only clues they had really was that when Ufu saw Gafir leave, there was the smell of the sea, the smell of the river, and the sounds of waves crashing. So they continued on their journey towards the Nuria River, and there they would chance on the Raven folk Shani off in the distance. After a brief introduction, they kind of decided it was a good fit. Shani, seeing the potential for some stories here, and the group gladly welcoming another personality and another voice, perhaps maybe one of reason, we'll find out, into the party.
Bold of you to assume that.
Like just as that connection was getting close to being officially made, we were introduced to what the party has decided to name Alan and the Greasy Kitties. You see, word has traveled to all of the stats of worshippers that a new champion has been chosen. That champion being Zat, and one particular worshipper felt that they would make a much better champion. And so they have been stalking Zat and initiated a sneak attack with the entire purpose of proposing being a rival. It was kind of like a prom proposal.
Very similar to my personal prom proposal, actually.
I
Arrows
also
and all
shot an
that.
arrow.
Lots
at
of
my
archery
prom
involved.
date.
Yeah.
I missed the first time.
What did you miss?
I'm kidding. But after the proposal to be rivals, they were kind of shut down. I believe Shani stated that every hero needs a rival, but we don't need to know your name. You're level 1 rival right now, which really just kind of broke Ernesto Silvestri's heart.
Oh.
Who is
Alan.
not Alan.
Hi, Alan.
Alan, as he likes to be called, obviously.
Yes, adores it. It's a great nickname.
But after dismissing the rivals, the party decided that the quickest way to make it down the Nuria River would be to stop, work together, and build a boat. And they were able to do that in only about 4 days' time. With the talents of Moonshine, who happens to have proficiency in just about every toolkit one could ask. With the strength of Ufu, who has the unknown talent of being able to punch wood in exactly the shape they can need.
Incredible.
The inspiration of Shani, the fashion sense of Phaedra, and just the inspiring abs of Zach. Just everything came together. A ship was made. A letter was sent off to the heroes again from their rivals, Alan and the Greasy Cats, for perhaps a ride. They were denied. And now we find our party sailing on a ship after having rescued a doppelganger and a changeling from a legion of
Who
guards.
look like a fear.
Yeah, one of them looked like a fear only until they were called out about having stolen the face, in which they reverted back to their normal.
And they were like, yeah, it was downriver, yo.
Yeah, so the party knows that they're successfully on the trails of Gafir, who passed by here and made enough of an impression on this doppelganger for him to steal Gafir's face. But now the boat is sailing away from these guards. You have your two stowaways, a doppelganger and a small changeling, and that's where we're going to pick up. You sail off into the distance. The torches of the guards have well left the horizon, and now it's just the sounds of the boat rocking on the river, and you hear a small voice as the changeling pipes up. Can we talk now?
Does it look safe to talk? Are we like properly alone?
Yeah, you're properly alone.
Okay.
The guards are well.
Ufu goes,
They're
yes.
still waiting for you to turn around.
Yeah, Ufu goes, yes. And like bad cop like pops his goggles down. He's like, tell us where Gafir went.
The changeling is like, huh? And the doppelganger goes, hey. And he stands in front of the smaller changeling. So like I explained before, I don't know this Gafir. They came to our campfire and they talked to us. Something about setting a trail, about listening to the voices of the Jinn.
I mean, that does sound like a fear.
It's that's probably Gafir. Okay, new question.
Okay.
Why were they after you?
Okay, so I
You stole something.
I took something. I didn't think I need it. Is the thing.
What is it?
That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
like him.
don't want to have to punch you overboard.
Whoa. No. The thing is, it's not that I don't want to tell you. It's that you folks seem nice, and if I show you what I have, then you're in the game.
But-
is the thing.
I
In the
love
game.
games.
You just lose the game.
No, it's
Oh.
not. It's. If I tell you about it, then you're in. You're marked. You're part of it.
Oh,
Psh,
like tag?
Team Hustle. I mean, Cuddle Puddle. Come here.
Puddle, puddle.
Yeah.
You see the changeling start to walk in. And their parent like grabs my shoulder like, no,
No,
we're
no,
not
we-
invited to this.
We're kind of already wanted anyways.
Oh,
A little bit.
well, okay, I am as well. Never mind.
Wait, Ufu stops and looks right at Shani like, you too?
I mean, misunderstandings here and there.
All the time, right?
Every time. I mean, come on. They just. We'll get into that later. But most of these trinkets are kind of found items. The shirt was on the back of
like the
someone
item
I
they
found.
found.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, more things like these, like this overcoat was, lazily being dressed on a noble person, and I just was like, that doesn't seem like they are in need of it, and I took it.
Zad
Been
is
there.
Right.
Zad is kind of, while this is happening, Zad is looking back at the, is the youngest one the changeling?
Mhm.
Is kind of looking back at the changeling and the doppelganger and breaks away from the group and brings the little one a little snack. Looks a little hungry, so walks over for a little snack, just sets it down, puts it in their hands, walks back over to the group and is like, I think they need our help.
You see that they immediately take the food, and you can tell it's an unconscious thing, but immediately as they start to eat it, the changeling's ears become cat ears.
Is it because there's cat fur in my pockets that I pulled it from?
It's kind of like a natural reaction, like, oh, I like this person.
Oh.
It's like a
Oh,
reflection.
that's so cool. That's so cool. Sorry.
I think
Looks like you have a fan.
Zed, I think you're right. But I'm just saying, I want to know what he got.
I'm gonna
Wow.
turn around
Actually
real
very
quick and cast
curious.
detect magic.
The little something on the little changeling's person glows very, very bright. Roll me a
Oh, wow.
perception.
No. Oh
A
no.
perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $23.
Wow.
As soon as you do this and you see the bright object glow, you hear, there it is. Almost instantly, you hear another as an arrow hits the mast of the ship.
Oh no. Ufu goes,
Huh.
hit the deck!
Duh.
Can
You
we
just
see
see
where that
everybody drop.
came from? The arrow?
It just looks like it came off into the distance.
Is there a
from
letter
the
on it?
No. But
Okay, it's not Alec.
there is a ring.
I made a
On it.
mistake.
A ring?
What
Mhm.
what kind of mistake? Zat
gonna
climbs
look
up the
at
pole and pulls
At
the
the I
arrow
still
off.
have detect magic up. I look at the arrow and the ring. Is it magic at all?
It's emanating waves of magic, and you see before anybody can really react, it's Phaedra that grabs the ring and
Oh!
immediately
Phaedra,
I didn't- Now's probably not the best time for a cat
What?
nap.
what school of magic? Out of curiosity.
enchantment and necromancy.
No.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. I made a mistake. I
Ufu
shouldn't have
definitely
looked.
turns to them and goes, now, looks like we're already in a big mess. So you tell us what you took.
You're not in it yet. What did you?
I am.
Moonshine is. So we are.
I just cast detect magic to see what it was, and then I
Well,
Zat is rolling Phaedra over.
Reach over and just start like patting your back.
missed again.
And that's when you hear the voice of Phaedra as they stand up. They're not in the hunt yet.
Huh?
Simply a camouflage for my proper prey. If you don't want to partake in this game, you have 2 passengers that you must throw into my river.
I didn't know Phaedra had a river.
Well,
I think.
if we own this river already,
And if we don't,
cool question.
Yes.
Would counter charm at all work anywhere in here?
Only one way to find out.
Oh. I've never used it. I've never properly played a bard, so I've never used
Counter charm as written. This is gonna be a hot take. Counter charm as written is not very good. I use it differently. So if you say you're using counter charm, go for it.
Okay, so how does this?
You're just gonna say that you're doing it.
Okay, then I'm gonna be doing it.
So describe what it looks like when Shadi is just like, oh no, no.
Okay. So immediately you just see him like reach to the back. Up till now, you've seen him maybe play his little lute or whatever. Not really nothing going on. But then immediately when he pulls out the big guns, which is his bagpipes, and you just see him play, but he doesn't really know how to play. And it's just a loud discord of screeching noises. He thinks he's doing a great job, by the way. He's absolutely like rocking it, looking like like almost like a rock star would rock with a guitar, which is probably not how the posture or any form of actual using of this instrument should be like. But for some reason, that level of discord, it hits the right notes that kind of creates this sort of a counter charm-esque vibration.
Okay, so when you hear music and it's so bad that it makes you go, oh.
Yes.
Well, you see Phaedra's face immediately make the oh, but as the face kind of goes to the side, you see a shadow form like being ripped out of it, and then it's working to maintain it, and if you don't drop your passengers, then you become my new prey. And then you hit a sharp note on the bagpipe, and
it's like
the
the
shadow
one where like up in the air.
Oh god! And the shadow form comes out, and you see Phaedra immediately fall to his knees, and you see a shadow wolf standing behind them, and then Phaedra drops, and the wolf vanishes into the wind.
Wow.
I didn't give that bad of a performance, did I?
Don't answer that question. I look at everybody else.
Zat has now rolled Phaedra over on their back, kind of like trying to like prop them up against something, make sure their clothes are like not going to get wrinkled, basically.
Yeah.
There's a protocol for this.
And as soon as you get to Phaedra, you know that they are fine, but they do have levels of exhaustion. This was a harrowing experience, so they're going to need some rest. But the doppelganger immediately stands up and goes, all right, so I guess this is where we get off, right?
No. You need our help, and I think we're in this as much as you are now. So why don't you tell us everything?
Plus, he took our friend.
Tried to.
Seeing the
I saved the
wolf
day.
and hearing the words "my river," would Moonshine have heard of any entities like deities or extraplanar things?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Smart thinking.
23.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that it takes some thinking. And just the way that your magic was co-opted, you felt something like this before when you were dealing with the Archfey. But this is darker. This is corrupt. And so you start to do some thinking. And then it hits you. It's just an obscure bit of knowledge. There's a story of Archfey who got corrupted by going to the realm of shadows. A creature that became obsessed with the hunt. It's just like a little urban legend, or a legend of the forest, rather. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, it's never been anything of substance, never been anything that you truly studied. But that's when the doppelganger stands up and he goes, or they go, well, if you're in it, I suppose I should start by introducing myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Isan Trong, and this is Eon Nojis Triong. You could call her Eo, and you could call me San. I was in a bad way. When I was born, I was sold to a thieves guild, and that's all I ever knew. And they started to use, and you see he's changing into a bunch of different people. They started to use this to steal at first, and it was fun. Then they wanted me to start doing other things. Stop being stealing, and it started being incriminating people. Until finally they asked me to murder someone, and I couldn't do it. The first mark was Eon's mother. They wanted me to prove my loyalty, and I couldn't. And that's when they came to get all of us, and I cried out to anyone or anything that could help us get out of that house. And something answered. It was the hunter in the darkness.
Who? Can I roll for info on that? Do I know that?
Absolutely you can.
Who? Yeah, Ufu goes, what? Poo-poo? Who is this person? Hang on.
That have clicked with the information that I already received.
History. I rolled a history check. I rolled an 11. I don't know why it's rolling advantage.
It's some kind of spooky fae thing, as far as you know.
That's spooky face stuff. I say back.
Yeah. A fae got corrupted by the Shadowlands.
Whoa.
And became obsessed with the hunt. At least that's what I know, to my knowledge.
And they helped you? This spooky shadow figure? And now they're hunting you?
Well, they wanted something in return.
Why would they say my river? We're not in the Shadowlands.
Good question. Would, as a storyteller and someone who collects stories, would I have had any chance of hearing any of this or any other stories about this creature?
I will let you roll an Arcana check at advantage.
Ooh. Ooh! That is a 20.
7.
Wait, that's a 19. No, wait, an advantage, right? You said
Advantage.
So
Oh,
that
okay,
would be
then it
the-
is a 19.
The higher, yeah, would be 19.
Hey.
So, going along, you're able to kind of fill in the color of
Oops, sorry, y'all.
Moonshine's facts. The Hunter in the Darkness was one of the first Shadow Fae. It was a Fae that just fell to the Shadow Realm.
But
The Hunter in the Darkness often bestows its power on individuals to spread fear further and to help create the perfect prey for hunts. And as you're filling in these facts, Shani and Moonshine, you take a look over at Eon. or Aowen, sorry. And you realize that she is being prepped to be the perfect prey. And it's only upon this realization that through your detect magic, you see a spell on her that is familiar to you, Moonshine. You've seen it maybe once or twice in your journey. Hunter's Mark. But this is no Hunter's Mark that you've ever seen before. It is wrapped around her essence. It is attached to her soul.
Oh no. Sweetie, what did you get into?
And she kind of ducks behind Isan. And he just puts a hand on her shoulder. On their shoulders. This was my doing. I didn't know the cost. And
Anything to do with the soul is high cost.
I just needed. They set our home on fire. There was no way out. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't save everybody. I couldn't. And you see, EO kind of hold on to their parent and just go, he got me out. And you see son go, but I didn't get their mother. I couldn't.
Huddle?
Now I'm sad.
I know. Ufu looks over big-eyed and kind of pulls everybody in and goes, you said they're prepping her, Moonshine?
Yeah.
So he's attached something to her soul and he's prepping her for what?
To be the perfect prey
For who?
for the hunter. For the wolf that we just saw.
So wait, was that not the wolf? Was that just a projection of the wolf that we...
I think it was.
You
Wait.
see the doppelganger speaks up. That was the chosen of the hunter. They've been following me for some time.
Well,
No.
Is that why all the guards were after you too? Or is that something different?
We were being chased, and the only thing I could think of was to cause a fuss. There were a lot more guards chasing us, and they didn't even realize they were being dropped.
As in going to sleep?
As in, the only one that's allowed to capture us is the Shadow Stag.
well, we captured you.
Looks at
different
the
words.
Looks at the arrow on the ship.
Okay, I have a thought. I have a thought. Ufu holds up a tiny little paw.
Shoot.
You know, this... And then Ufu looks around. You said this is his river.
Yeah, that's what he said, right?
So one time I heard this story about the Shadow Realm that you have to have a door, a special road in, right? There has to be a way in and out, but we can't see them.
Is the river a road?
What if the river's his road and we're walking on it?
Just walking on the wet road.
I need everybody to make me a perception check, please.
Oh no!
This is gonna go well.
Absolutely.
Okay. I could use a great roll here. I rolled an 11 again.
Ooh.
That seems to be the number of the day. 11.
I rolled a 5.
15.
13.
Moonshine, you're the only one that notices. You hear the sounds of water, and you look around you, and water is flowing, and water is flowing. But the ship's not moving.
We're stuck.
What? Nuh-uh. Ubu runs over to the side and like checks the.
No, see that cactus over there?
Yeah.
It's
That's-
not moving. It's still
Oh.
there. We should have
We-
passed it.
Huh.
I swear we built this properly. We built
I
this ship
grab one of the
properly,
oars
right?
and try to start rowing.
Shani goes to help.
You go to start rowing, and you move forward a little bit, but then you feel as though you hit something.
Land ahoy?
No, we're in the middle of a river. What?
Zat pulls out his sword and stands kind of in front of the changeling and the doppelganger, just kind of in the way, just in case anything's ready.
Yeah. Uvu goes, well, the two of you are in luck because we have a warrior.
You keep falling
And
over.
he will protect you while we figure out why the boat's not moving.
I didn't think she was strong enough to do something like this.
She?
The Shadow Stag. The hunter's chosen hunter. He's prepping her to be the Shadow Stag's ultimate hunt.
Wait. What if we set it? What if we set a trap?
What kind of trap?
We catch the hunter becomes the hunted.
Do you want to fight another archfey? That didn't go very well last time.
Well, I mean, we're kind of stranded right now, and I feel like we need a plan B, C, and D.
I don't think we even have a plan A.
But we have a plan Z.
And a plan B.
Wow. Well, quote of the day. Okay, well, then we're just sitting ducks. Ha! Folk, we're just sitting duck folk.
Sitting duck folk.
It is becoming a thing in the Southlands that will
It
be
is
duck
happening.
folk.
I'm so ready.
Cousins of the Raven folk.
Desert duck.
Distant cousins. Distant cousins.
Desert duck. Oh, sorry, Archfey, Shadow, we're on a boat.
I don't.
I'm it feels like we've run aground on something.
Hey, Zat. You
Yeah?
you have a the lady you're the warrior for.
Yeah.
She's probably strong enough to protect them, or at least to get the thing off her soul.
Oh, every time I call her with problems, she tells me not to call her. But
But
one
if
more
you
time couldn't hurt.
but if you win,
Jaded X.
And this problem also might put you at risk, which if you're really your chosen and super important, that might
that's
give you
right.
a little bit
Hey,
of an edge.
yeah, let's put Zad at risk. Then she has to come calling.
Can't argue with that logic.
That's like, yeah, just gotta. Okay, Zat turns and looks at the little changeling, and is just like, "You're gonna be okay. We're
It's
great.
true.
We're great.
Mhm.
We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna
Yep.
make sure nothing bad happens. And if anything goes wrong with me, then you have a whole team here behind you. So just stay smart, keep an eye out, and everything's gonna be fine."
Immediately, you see a tail manifest and it starts wagging. Okay.
Oh, so Zat
you have
puts
a
his.
fan.
So Zat Zat looks at the tails like, oh, and Zat's tail's also moving. And then Zat picks up the sword, which kind of shifts him over this way a little bit, and then walks over to the front of the boat to see if what we've maybe hit ground on. The sword is kind of scraping the floor of the boat. It's a bit too heavy for him and a bit too big still. But he's definitely ruining the boat while he's going to check. I just want to point out, he's ruining the boat a little bit while he's going to help. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Zat looks over the edge.
You look over the edge and you see that water is pulling around the boat. Like water about. There's. You know what? I'll just give it to you. About there, you realize that you're kind of caught in a dome that surrounds the ship by 10 feet on all sides, and that water is starting to pool up a bit. But the
so
water
we're like-
around it is still going.
Okay, so we are like essentially in what appears to be like almost a bubble that's filling up with water.
Yes.
Dope. That's great. That's helpful. Oh no. Zat kind of picks something up that's on the like I don't know, an apple or a piece of fruit, something that's around, and just throws it at the dome. Y'all?
Are we stuck in a bubble?
It does appear we are stuck in some kind of bubble.
Well,
Anybody have a needle?
The more pressing concern is it appears to be filling up with water quite rapidly.
Oh no.
Zat takes the sword, using all of his ab muscles to hold it upright. That's literally where this. I'm gonna retcon this. This is where the abs are gonna really come from having to use his core to hold up the big sword.
Stabilizing the core muscles.
Zat raises it up as strong as he can and just smashes hits as hard as he can the dome.
Go ahead, roll me an attack roll.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I played D&D. What do I roll?
Sword.
Roll
I don't.
sword.
So actually, I don't have the sword for. I don't. The sword is not in the game.
Yeah, what are the stats for it? 'Cause
Yeah.
it might just.
Ooh.
We got it at the very end of the last Southlands game, and
No,
not.
where is my friend? Because I have it saved in the file.
We might
that
actually
I
have
know.
it. Hang on.
You are a wonderful.
Is it
genius.
Love's
Anti-
Embrace?
Yes, it is.
It's in our handout.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
That's at least an
Hey.
image of it. I don't
I
know
love
what
it.
the stats are, but that's an image. I mean, I don't know if there's if it's like a short sword +1 or whatever that you could drag from the compendium to make it quick
Yeah.
for you. But it would be your strength roll.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like a
And
D20
give
plus
me,
strength.
give me just one of them seconds the kids are talking about, and I'll be
No.
able to tell you tell you exactly what that sword does there, buddy.
Whoa.
What?
Hopefully the sword breaks the dome and everything's fine. Like that's what I'm hoping the sword does. Does it say that? Does it say fixes the evil faith that are corrupted or whatever?
Oh, funny enough, it it doesn't. Just want to give you hope. Let's see. Enable name. There we go. I believe I remember what it does. It just turns into two. Oh, okay, that's what it does. It can turn into two. Love's Embrace. Come on, there we go. Sorry,
Thank you.
I need to get organized. Boo, boo, boo. But while this is happening, you gain a +1 on all attacks and damage rolls made with this weapon. Can be attuned by 2 friendly creatures together over the course of a long rest. If the weapon is attuned by 2 creatures in this way, the weapon's attack damage becomes +2 instead. The great sword is made of 2 scimitars that are held together by powerful unidentifiable magic. So it is just a +1 great sword for you that does 1d6 fire and 1d6 cold damage.
Okay, I need to put. I don't have a great sword in my thing yet, so I need to do that.
Is it? You said it's a +1.
+1.
+1, yeah.
Can Moonshine sort of see where the edges of this barrier is after Zat pinged it with the apple?
Yep.
I'd like to try casting Dispel Magic on it.
Absolutely, you can. Go ahead and roll me a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier. DC is going to be 17.
Okay. Not plus spell attack?
I don't believe you add spell attack.
Okay.
I'm ruining roll 20. Sorry.
I added it for you. It should be on your character sheet.
Thank you so much, Dot. You're
I
amazing
got
and
you.
wonderful.
So plus my spellcasting modifier.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just intelligence. 17.
Beat it. So tell me, what does your dispel magic look like as you
Nice.
just shunt arcane energy at this dome that's keeping you in place?
I think for a second, it looks like Moonshine's got like a little bit of butter out to like cast the grease spell, but instead just pops it in their beak, and then some vibrant purple light erupts from her fingertips, and the dome itself just shatters.
You all hear the sound of glass breaking all around you.
Nice.
And then the ship kind of drops down a little bit as all the water that was built up goes back into the river. And you set back on your travels. And off in the distance, you hear, ooh, as a wolf begins to howl.
Oh.
Okay.
Ufu starts rowing.
Caw,
Like, we need to move.
Bro,
Yeah, we need to go.
You're all okay. So I'm going to say, give me an athletics check if you're helping to row.
yeah.
Ugh.
It would
I'm
be-
gonna say it's gonna be a
Gross.
DC 25 to like hurry and haul.
Is
What
it?
I
about a
rolled a
5?
flat 15. With
Now,
no
what
strength,
if-
this arena is working at least one oar.
Now, what if I was? What if? Did we did we build a water wheel by any chance, or anything that Zat could use acrobats on to make it
I
go
mean-
fast?
Are you going to be in a hamster wheel?
Yeah, I was like, I was like, there might be a Zat. If possible, Zat would like to use acrobatics too, and this is not vamping. I'm not stalling for time till I think of something to say. This is
Okay.
real, and I need you to be here with me for this.
I'm
Rolled a
right with
16.
you.
Okay, good. So Zat is going to use acrobatics, of course, to
Two.
he's gonna get on. Let me look up the picture of the boat real quick. Yes. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna get on one of the oars and just go. Just do a bunch of flips. This is not working. I'll roll athletics. I can't think of it.
I rolled a 16 on my athletics.
Luckily enough, while Zach's kind of going back and forth, like, how can I flip this thing faster? You just see Ufu and Moonshine just, like, I don't know what a buff hedgehog or a buff bird looks like.
I think it's mostly adrenaline, because
Yeah, at this point, it's just like-
-1 to athletics.
Yeah, I have a 0, so, you know.
I don't know how I didn't manage this, but I have a +3 in athletics, and I still somehow managed it.
A
Fine.
5,
is that-
like,
Zat puts his tail in the back of the boat and just spins it really fast. That's a 3. That's a 3 in athletics.
Yeah. So, you're all able to essentially get away. But then there is a glimmer of a purple rim that seems to be tearing space apart.
Counter chart.
You would need a counter spell for this.
Do I have that prepared? Can I even cast that?
Let's see.
I cannot, and I do not.
And
I will use unsettling words.
Yeah.
just start like instead of using an instrument, I sing, and it's terrible. It's like a really off tune, off beat, and I'm just, so it says here, you can spin words laced with magic that unsettles a creature and cause it to doubt itself. As a bonus action, you can expand one use of your bardic inspiration and choose one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. Roll the bardic inspiration die. The creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start. Okay, so that, I don't know how. Okay, maybe I'm just really using this inappropriately. I don't know.
okay,
but
I have a, okay, I might have a thing.
Okay.
Well, I can't. Against the rift, no. Against moving faster, I might.
What? Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ufu can cast maximum key points you spend to cast a spell in this way. Determine what your by your monk level. Okay. Ho hot dog. I want to be like, okay, this isn't working. So Ufu stands up and grabs his staff, and begins to like spin it really fast. As it does, all the like holes in it, because it's actually also like kind of his flute. It's like almost like a didgeridoo. You hear it like starts like making noise in the wind, and Ufu's gonna start trying to like wind us forward.
Yes.
Basically a gust of wind. I should be able to cast gust of wind as an elemental spell, which technically as as kind of a monk he can. So one of his 4 elements is wind.
Okay. Well, I can tell you this much. You move the ship faster, but that just makes the rift open a bit wider. And then you hear the sound of as what appears to be a humanoid figure just lazily falls on the ship.
On the ship?
On the ship, Zat immediately flips over in that direction with the sword ready.
And that's when you hear
Oh no.
and then the figure starts to get up. And you kind of recognize the back, and you see the whip at their side, and the figure turns around, and then you hear coming from them, "Do you think you're heroes because you killed prey like this?" And you see the decomposing and like ruined body of George and Jonas.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know
Oh.
who that is, but I'm
Oh
guessing.
my gosh. It was definitely before you guys joined us. Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I guess Ufu
that-
doesn't know who Georgia Jonas is. Ufu
Yeah.
goes, "Sir, you don't look well."
And the figure is staring
That's just pale.
Zat.
That's just like, I mean, he's a white cat, but he's pale.
Zat, Zat, who is it? Zat, Zat.
That's someone I killed.
This what makes you worthy prey.
Glad you can learn to
Zat-
walk.
Zat holds the sword direct. Like Zat is now like Zat's really shook it up by this. Zat does though hold the sword up to the face of what used to be Georgia Jonas, and
I'm not scared of you. We're gonna protect these people. And there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Yeah.
Another body hits the boat.
I'm really familiar with the elements. Raining bodies.
That's generally not good.
Yeah, everyone get away from the bodies.
what does this body look like?
The next body that hits the ground gets up and is shambling just as much. You see blue skin and horns. And you recognize your friend, Gafir. Is this your fear?
Gafir!
No.
That's a Gafir.
No.
Until now, he had no clue what any of y'all were talking about.
I know, right? I'm just imagining Shadi like taking notes, like,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
he's been-
this is gonna be bugged out by this. And this is where we're going to roll initiative.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, well, but.
Let me just get my appropriately named drink out.
getting this message. You're
Oh.
going to send the result of this roll to the turn track.
That's just we don't have any tokens associated.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Oh, there's that nat 20 we've been waiting on from Zat.
Every flipping god blicker
Every
blicker
time.
time. Every blicker blicker time.
Every boop, 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 boop.
Okay, God, blurg it. All right. So we've got Zat at 24. Gosh, dog it. We've got Moonshine at 21.
Egg nabbit.
Then we got Georgia.
Can't believe we're bringing Georgia Jonas back. I can't believe
At 19.
they're back now.
How can you yeah. Your mission is over. You shall still know more things.
This belongs in the museum because I'm a dick. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Any chance I get to dunk on Indiana Jones, I'm gonna take it. You don't go to other people's culture and go, "This belongs in the museum." You don't do that. I hate that, and that makes you a villain. So
I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones movies, so.
It don't. I mean, they're good movies. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
They are definitely of their time, and Indiana Jones is problematic. I'm just gonna say problematic as a term.
Okay, so we've got our initiative order of Zat, Moonshine, Georgia, Gafir, Shani, and Ufu. So Zat, you're gonna kick us off.
Damn right.
A quick question before we start. I don't know if this is something I can do on that needs to be done during combat on my turn, or something that can be done out of combat as well. But I have a thing called Inspiring Leader, which you can spend 10 minutes inspiring your companions, shoring up their resolve to fight. When you do so, choose up to 6 friendly creatures, which can include yourself, within 30 feet of you who can see or hear you and can understand you. Each creature can gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier.
Yep. So because I didn't really give you time to do that, what I like to do in instances like this is a flashback. So we're going to go back to the moment where everybody was kind of panicking about being caught in this bubble. You could feel the morale on the ship dropping, and you're a bard. You have been in some bad shows that bombed, and this is your time to shine. You just saw Zat hit the bubble and boom, and nothing's working, and you can see Moonshine trying to put something together. What do you say to get them like, hey, we got this?
Music is the thing. I actually have a war drum, and I pull it out and I just start beating against, and this actually it is like a rhythm. It is a constant, and then you see him just like making a very like kind of like
Music makes you lose control.
You guys in Wolf of Wall Street, that moment he's like
Yeah
right there, Nick. Absolutely. So in this moment of hopelessness and frustration of watching the water rise and feeling like you're just going to be stuck and drowned, Shani creates a rhythm, and it's strange. Like, what are you, not right now, but like
it's like with the drum, like the drum and this, so it's like a slightly offbeat though, still slightly offbeat. Just a little.
No.
But the goodwill, the good intention, and the suddenness of all of it, it gets your mind off of like the dread, and you can't help but kind of join in. And Moonshine, it's at this moment where you're feeling heavily inspired, and like, you know what, this is a problem that can be solved. And we fast forward, we see you break the force cage, and now we find ourselves here, and there's the dead just being dropped on your ship, and there's that same despair, and you could feel the rhythm in your head just kick in the gear. So everybody go ahead and give yourself temporary hit points equal to how much are they getting?
My level and plus my charisma modifier. So
12
level
plus
12.
4.
Plus 12 plus 8, so that's a 20.
Wait, your charisma modifier is 8?
No, my charisma. Yeah.
Not the saving throw. Not the saving throw.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, sorry, I was doing the saving throws.
No worries.
So, yeah, so 16 plus 16.
Woo,
Heck yeah! So you
Thank
guys
you.
are
Oh my
coming into
gosh.
this. You guys are coming into this with a little bit of sauce. Now, what I like to do with Inspiring Leader is go ahead and roll me a performance check as well.
Okay. Performance, I can do that.
The wolf.
Okay. I'm going to say go ahead, everybody, and add an extra 1 to those temporary hit points because it was a good performance.
So 17.
Excellent performance.
You
All
want to know
right.
what's really funny, by the way? His background is by popular demand, and I'm just making him out to be the worst performer ever, and yet somehow people want him back.
Look, well, I mean, like,
Well, you got
look
your
at
finger on the
this-
pulse of a generation. That's what you have
Yes,
right now.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Look at the Billboard top 10 and tell me that's not relatable.
Called out.
So, Zach, you are inspired by like this war drum, and you were just ready to go. And you look and you see Eon behind Asan, and she looks worried until she looks at you, and then she's just like, "Okay, we're gonna be okay."
The music is that, like, you know, kind of like without looking back, does look back. The tail goes straight into a straight line. It starts getting fuzzy and like frizzy, and he looks right into Not Gafir's face and says, "You're not my friend," and does a big flip, like kind of like, okay, so you know Kirby. Kirby will jump up, do a flip, and then with the sword slash down.
Yep.
I want Zat is going
Down
to
B.
do a Kirby, yeah, down B. Zat down B. Right, essentially trying to slash this being in half.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
That will not hit. So you go to swipe down, and the figure just definitely moves to the side, and says in Gafir's voice perfectly, "I was never your friend."
It's just cat slashes. Slash. Zat has claws, so
You have 2 attacks, right? Is that gonna be?
yes, I do. That's gonna be my second.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll a second.
I forgot what it's.
Yeah, we're
it's
just rolling
slashing
dagger
here.
for it.
Yeah, dagger. That's what it was. 18.
You swipe and you swear to God you made contact, but they step back and really. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Then at this point, I think I have one more move. Yes, Zat would like to, at this moment, take a second, jump back. Is that possible?
Absolutely. You have you're a rogue. You have disengage, so you just
Yes.
bonus action to disengage. Roll me a perception check.
You know, Zat's really good with perception. 18.
You could swear you hear Young going, Zat, what are you doing? It is now Moonshine's turn.
Oh.
Would you say that I still have detect magic up, or is that faded by now? 'Cause it's 10
That's
minutes.
been long gone.
Okay, cool. If that's the case, then how close is that to me?
I would say not very far, like 10 feet away.
I'd like to cast haste on Zat.
Awesome. Zat, you're now going to get 3 attacks a turn, and your movement speed is doubled, and you get advantage on dexterity saves.
Oh,
but
wow.
once haste is over, you are lethargic for a turn and can't do anything for 1 turn.
And you
Okay.
get +2 to your AC.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
That is pretty much going to be my turn. What time is it? Is it like middle of the day? Is it?
We're getting close to late evening.
Okay.
So I want to say we're looking at around 10:30ish.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So, with that, that's going to move us over to Georgia, who immediately focuses on Zad. And you just hear you, and they are going to attack. But let me. Oh yeah, I forgot that is a thing that they do. Okay, so they're going to shoot with their crossbow.
Ooh.
How close are they?
Gafir was the first one, the one that got closest. So Georgia is about 10 feet away. And
Okay.
It's just, does a 21 and a 28 hit?
And this is my AC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does hit. They both hit.
Okay. So that's 12 plus the 16 sneak attack, and ignore the sneak attack on the second one here.
Okay.
So that's going to be 28, 38, 39, 40, 30. Well, I mathed in my head and then I messed it up. 25, 25, 35, 41.
Jeez.
It's just and then you hear even louder, "You murdered me!" And you see there's like a gust of wind around him as he goes ahead and action surges.
Whew.
And this time
Ooh, this is bad. This is bad.
This is pretty bad.
And don't forget the bonuses that you're getting from haste.
Mm-hmm.
This time, you see the crossbow is aimed at Moonshine. Don't protect him. And 26 and 30.
Somehow those don't hit me. Yeah, they do.
Okay. Ignore the sneak attack. But that is going to be 24 damage. And I'm going to need you.
Points of damage.
And I'm going to need you to make a concentration check.
And that's Constitution saving throw. And the save to save is 12 or higher. It's half the damage or higher. Okay. Saving throw. Ooh, that was a 13. So close.
And then, I forgot he had this.
No, stay forgotten.
Yeah, but you don't have to remember.
Crossbow expert attack, so he's going to take he's going to use his bonus action for one more shot. In this last one, he can't help it. It's going to be at Zat.
That's fair.
Oh, that was almost. I don't ignore the second one. I don't know why he keeps doing that twice. And that's going to be 11 total.
Oh my
It could
gosh.
be that because you said it allows you to do it twice. It could be that the first one and the second one, like it's calculating both shots out.
Yeah, it's putting both shots out at once because you get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just ignore the second one. It's going to be 11 additional damage to use that.
Okay, let me check. Zat is hurt. That does not feel good. Yep.
Oh no.
And at this point, you got 3 bolts in you, and it sucks. Now you see Gafir brandish the glaive.
Oh.
and you see Gafir go to work with the glaive. And strangely enough, it looks as though Gafir can see.
Huh.
So
You're not
that's-
Gafir. Gafir never looks at me.
And,
Well, if
Gaf-
it's
and I don't think about you either.
Yeah.
It is
I'm gonna
now.
slash out this person's eyeballs.
It is now Gafir's turn.
It's so
Actually,
mean.
You're not Gafir. You're not my
Not
Gafir.
and let's see what we're gonna do here. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Okay. So, whoops a daisy there. I'm gonna need you to make me a Oh no, you're just hexed. Okay. I'm going to say moonshine. You feel a cold chill wrap around you. And you know that something is wrong. Something is very wrong. You feel dread.
That's not good. That's not good.
And then you're also going to no, that's gonna be it. You just feel that there's something watching specifically you. And that's going to be Shawnee's turn.
Okay. Huh. Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm so glad I did that inspiring leader thing. Otherwise, we are. Ooh boy. Which one of them looks more hurt?
Probably Zat.
Definitely
I mean-
that.
Okay. Yes, I instantly use healing word on Zat.
Okay.
And so that's a 1d4 plus a 4, so I can just click.
Nice.
And ooh, actually, I can cast it at multiple levels.
Heck yeah.
Wait, am I already allowed to cast at level 9? That doesn't sound right.
As a
No,
bard?
it does not. I think it just lets you upcast, but because like if you were rolling from like a scroll or something, but whatever your max spell level is, that's the highest you can go.
How do I know that? Where would
If you look, I can take a look there
Hang
for
on,
you.
Let's see, Bard. Bard class. Bard. Let's see what the table says.
Please stand by.
Yes, please stand by. Bard. At a
Kitties.
12th level, you can cast at a 6th level. So you have
Yeah.
one 6th level spell.
Yep.
I'm a cast it at level 6.
Nice. So that's 64 plus 4.
6 d4s plus 4.
Thunder's that.
Thunder's a
That's the inspirational photo we gave the artist.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god! Now that is a heal. Take
Oh
your
my
35.
gosh. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad. You're welcome.
Bet you
What-
feel
I don't know what the
great.
second-
That feels great. That's fully healed now.
Dang.
Jeez.
And
Oh,
then
that
on my
worked.
bonus action, I do have a bonus action, and I can do at bonus action. What the heck just happened? What is this?
Wait, I think that was a
I'm
healing
sleep spell.
said like what now?
I think that was the
Oh.
healing words or sleep spell that was cast, not healing word.
Yep.
No, because the second one for some reason I think I must have accidentally hit that.
Oh,
one.
okay.
Hit
Yeah,
points of
'cause the first
creatures,
one-
yeah, is hit points, yeah.
Oh, did I accidentally cast the wrong spell then?
Yep. No
Okay,
worries.
let me try it again. Okay.
I was about to say, dang.
Healing word at level 6. Come on, baby. There we go. You got
So
11.
16.
16 points.
I'm
Still
sorry,
good.
17. I can't do math.
17, still good.
Thank
Still
gosh.
appreciated and valued.
And did you go through the temporary points too? Because remember, you had,
yeah,
okay,
I
you
took
did.
like 40 plus damage. I took like
Oh,
50
okay, okay.
plus damage. Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia Jonas really wants to kill Zach.
Understandably. I did.
And
Oh,
then
so
also-
I was a better Georgia Jonas, by the way. Zat was a better Georgia Jonas, and that's the real reason he wants to kill Zat.
Identity crisis.
Oh. Okay, so then as my bonus action, I'm going to use. Wait, let me double check something here. I want to double check this. When you add one of your bardic influences to each attack rolls or saving throws and roll fails, the finishing with barding. Okay, so I will also do a bardic inspiration, and give a at level 12, or that means I can give a 1d8. I mean a 1d10. So I will give that 1d10 to Zat simply because he seems to be the lightning rod for all of this.
Yep.
And by the way, to note, I also have unfailing inspiration. So even if say your that fails, you still get to keep the bardic. I mean the inspiration, the bardic inspiration dice, even after you use it and it fails.
Heck yeah.
Oops, I'm accidentally using my Gary Con Zat character sheet with my awesome
Oops, level
superpowers.
20. Oops.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no! Suddenly you just see him buff up. I have the power.
How are there even more abs? All right, that's gonna bring. If there's nothing left, Shani,
I think those are my two actions.
Awesome.
An action and a
Thank you
bonus,
so much.
Yeah.
that's gonna bring us to Ufu.
Okay. Ufu says, "You're not Gafir!" And is gonna take their double attack and then spend some key points, specifically to cast, to do the Fist of Unbroken Air. So from a distance, I can create a blast of compressed air that strikes with a mighty fist. This is my avatar moment. Make a strength saving throw. They're going to make a strength saving throw, and then there's some damage and things that they'll take. They can be knocked back 20 feet and or knocked prone. Goals: knock them off the boat. Leave them behind. I want them off this boat. So, Ufu's gonna make first attack. Boom. Attack number 1. 22. Attack number 2.
Hold on. With attack number 1, you're punching, and you know for sure you punched Gafir directly in their chest. And there is no reaction, and you feel nothing.
Like it
Go ahead.
didn't do any damage?
Like you're not really hitting anything. And I'm gonna say, with your wisdom, you hear Young going, No, him. What are you doing?
Wait, meaning pointing when him meaning Georgia Jonas?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting.
You see that same confused look that she had when Zach was attacking Gafir, but it's like
As if
two
Gafir.
people are doing.
Okay, so I do the 2 unarmed monk strikes and I go, "Why is your solar plexus not breaking?" As I figure this out mid moment. So I will roll the damage because I did do it on Gafir. So that's 20 points of damage to fake Gafir. You're fake, but not who I should be attacking. And then I'm gonna spend the 2 key points plus I may spend a 3rd key point if this ends up actually hitting.
Okay. In response to you talking to him though, or talking to them, Gafir goes, "And this is why you failed as my guardian."
I didn't fail! And I spin around, and with my other fist, I cast Fist of Broken Air at Georgia Jonas to try to knock Georgia Jonas off. So you get to make a strength saving throw. It needs to beat... That creature must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, what qualifies as failed? Probably this number. 15, which I imagine you'll make, but we can try. Dang it!
Yeah, Georgia is just rolling twice for some reason.
Yeah, you just okay. Hang on. So on the failed save plus an extra for, you can push the creature. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage, and you don't push it or knock it prone. I'm gonna spend another 2, so that makes it 5d10.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Heck
another
yeah.
2. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm done. Ufu's done. Get off my boat! Get off my boat. Okay, 5d10 for the win. So 15.
Ooh.
Oh, that was just oh man, my dice are just not in favor today. So half of that would be 7. Unless you round up, that would be 18, but I think it's 7. Points of damage. It doesn't get knocked back. He doesn't get knocked back though. That was what the strength save is.
Okay.
For. So yes, that's true.
Okie dokie. You see, you cut, and you can see like it cuts deep, and something breaks. It just puts it back together as this disfigured and like corpse, like rallies himself back up to fight, with just pure undead hatred in his heart. That's gonna bring us back. Well, unless there's anything else you
I was
have.
about to say, I don't. I guess it depends on how quickly we want to go through key points, y'all. No, that's what I used. So we're good. I can't spend anymore, so we're good.
Also, go ahead and make me an intelligence check.
Like a flat intelligence check.
Or intelligence save, rather. Sorry.
Oh, well, it won't make a difference now, will it? A 6.
Yeah, you're trying, like, you spare a glance to Gafir, and you're trying to see what's going on there, and there's just this. I mean, you see the figure look beat up and mangled, and there's just hate in their eyes. That brings us to you, Zat. What do you? Oh, you are mute. I can't hear you.
Can't hear.
1 second.
One moment. Technical difficulties.
Oh no.
Hey Raiders, Bonsai, thank you for dropping by.
Welcome in, all
It's
you
always a good
Raiders.
time when Bonsai stops by.
It's true. It's true. Welcome in, everybody.
I did that on purpose. So what we can do is we can go out
Can
of
you
order
hear
until
us?
we get you back, Zat.
I don't think that Marcus can hear us either way.
Okay.
Oh no, did we lose Mike?
So in that
But-
case, we're gonna
Hello?
let you keep.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, but now we
There we
do.
go.
Yeah.
There it is.
This is a worse microphone. Sorry about that, everyone. It's
No
my webcam.
worries.
You sound wonderful.
Still got a sweet, sweet voice.
Oh, thank you so much. Zat is now like recovering a little bit from some of the damage. Looks at Gafir, looks back at the little changeling, and then makes a beeline for Georgia Jonas.
Mhm.
Zat will start spinning as quickly as he can to do a slash right in half of Georgia Jonas.
Oh,
Heck yeah.
Sword.
Go ahead and roll me that sweet, sweet attack.
Fudge. Bologna, fudge, and mustard. That's a
It's
7.
true. Don't eat those things together.
So
That sounds really
the
gross.
thing is, you cut right in half, and you know carve through skin muscle, and then you just hit spine, and then he just does that weird thing where the undead just creeps up and gets it closer to your face. What are you gonna do? Kill me again?
The sword now inside of him, Zat would like to use his incredibly acrobatic, strong legs to push him off of the boat. Now that I have him is this something
I will absolutely let you try this. As always, rule of cool here.
So-
Go ahead and roll an attack roll using unarmed.
Mhm.
And then if it's successful, we're gonna have an opposed athletics a roll off.
Would I be able to assist by perhaps casting the grease spell underneath Georgia Jonas's feet?
Unfortunately, the grease spell is not a reaction spell, so no.
It should be.
It should be. Yeah.
Okay, you do have the bardic inspiration.
When Anita writes.
Oh, that's true. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Okay, so
yeah.
I don't appear to have unarmed stuff on here because I used the dagger for the claws, so I assumed
Are
that
you
was
a
gonna be
rogue?
my unarmed thing. I didn't think about
Okay,
this.
no, go ahead, roll dagger. That's fine.
Okay. I will add that to my sheet.
Hey, nice.
That's a 22.
That will hit. Okay, now we have our opposed roll off. So go ahead, roll athletics versus.
Can I now let me ask you this. Can I use acrobatics instead?
Absolutely
Because-
not. You cannot.
Because of the acrobat. I mean, if we really break the word acrobatics, acrobatics is Roman. Is actually developed for. No, okay, damn it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why you cannot. Because usually I'm a giving GM, but
It would be.
I forgot. Well, Georgia Jonas is a fighter rogue. I'll just put that out there.
Okay.
And
He-
he does
he's
not
strong.
have proficiency in athletics. And I thought he did. So here we go, baby.
Yay. Kick his butt.
18.
Yes!
Oh no!
Wait, is that with bardic inspiration?
Oh no, that's not. That's no.
Don't forget that part.
I have bardic inspiration, which means that not only did my new friendship yield positive results both internally and externally, it
Wow.
means that I think I succeeded.
Well, you gotta roll that bardic inspiration first off.
Yeah,
What is it?
it is a D10. It's a D10.
It's a D10.
Okay.
So you need to roll higher than a 2.
It literally.
Gotta do-
Yeah.
You
Gotta do-
kidding me?
God, are you kidding me? Oh, okay, that's
We-
good.
We
Yes.
tied. We tied. So that means we have to roll again.
Oh my gosh.
Don't forget. Oh,
But
wait.
it's unfailing inspiration, which means that you get to use the bardic inspiration again according to the rules. No.
Oh, this game is so weird. I love it.
Okay, so let's go one more time, baby.
You know, why don't you go for it first this time?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You have to be 13 and you have a. No, it's the first one. Ignore the
Okay.
second one.
Okay.
Come on. What? Oh,
16!
Yeah.
Tell me what it looks like when you kick Georgia Jonas off of the ship.
So upon the realization of, that this is George Jonas is the real target, watching Ufu go after it, Zat does this the sword's still a little heavy for him, so he has to start building up that momentum and spinning, swings it directly, like slices through him, like you said, into the spine. He does the thing, what are you gonna do? Kill me again? And Zat just grabs onto the hilt, puts his legs, and kicks off as hard as he can, doing a backflip onto his feet as George Jonas just kind of sails off of the edge of the boat.
No! And you just see Gafir on the ship look and go, well, that was unfortunate. Was there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? That's a heck of a turn.
I don't is this Gafir we can't physically touch this Gafir, it seems, but is it does it appear to still be a threat?
They have their glaive in their hand.
Okay, they have the glaive in their hand. Okay. I would like to test. Actually, I'm good. I think I'm good right now. Nothing I have will be beneficial.
Okay. In that case, we move on to Moonshine.
Whew. You still have haste,
Wait. By the way, quick question.
so you do have an
Yeah.
extra action, just so you know.
Oh,
I just wanted to just double check one more. Oh, you have another action?
Yeah.
yes, that's
No,
right.
because of
Extra
haste.
Yeah, because of haste.
Um,
And on top of that, one thing I did want to, because I only read the first part about bardic inspiration about one creature, but it says here, you can roll. Where was this? And the number rolled to one ability check. A creature only have 1 bardic dice. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that's the number of times. But does that mean I can do, because I have 4 bardic inspirations
Yeah, you can
in
do
my
one out
one
every
turn?
turn.
Oh, each turn I can use it once. But
Yep.
I have a total of 4. Okay, got
Yep.
it. Yeah, I just wanted to see if that was the case. What I was thinking was the case, I was like, hey, you get a bardic inspiration. You get a bardic inspiration.
Oh, that'd be so dope,
Whoa,
but
get a
it would make
bardic
GMs cry. Especially with unfailing inspiration. If you had just
beautiful thing.
regular bardic inspiration, that first clash, I could have argued that you don't get to use it on the second roll. But it specifically says, yo, if you mess up, don't worry about it. You can keep that bardic inspiration. That's beautiful. Anyway, Moonshine. Oh no, Zach, you got one more action. What did you want to do with it?
I would like to get then move towards like within about like 5 feet of Gafir. Then, can I hit his sword with my sword and see if anything happens?
I'll give you that action.
Yeah. Zat just like smashes the sword, tries to hit against his glaive to see if there's an actual connection. Nothing.
Go straight through it. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check. You're just gonna click on intelligence in your sheet.
24.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
After you do this, you look and you see the form of Gafir smile, and you really focus, and the form dissipates. And you see that same shadow wolf that was pulled out of Phaedra standing.
Ah,
On the
there
ship?
you are. Big puppy. You want to fight?
Not today. And it vanishes. And
You left
everybody
your weird
else.
friend in the water.
Yeah, you better get out of here. We would have kicked your butt.
Kind of did kick its butt. That's why it's leaving.
Well, Gafir doesn't have a butt. He's a Jin.
Yeah,
They're
no
kind
butts.
of buttless. But
Assless,
we would
muscle chaps.
have. Yeah, and you're not Gafir anyways.
Zat does when there's a moment after he fades away, Zat just like just collapses down next to Phaedra, I guess, where Phaedra's sleeping, and just like
And Moonshine, it is your turn.
Seeing that there's no threats at hand because Georgia Jonas has been knocked off the ship and Gafir has disappeared, to her perspective at least, Moonshine's going to run over to Zat and is going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
ooh.
Nice.
So that's 26 points of healing.
Dang.
I am fully healed now. Thank you so much. Zat just kind of sits up and like nuzzles a little bit, like just kind of rubs his ear against your wing.
We'll give Zat like a little scritch behind the ear.
Okay. Anything else?
So that's my action. And I don't necessarily have a bonus action that I can do. So that's all I'm going to do for now.
Okay. It is now George's turn. And there's just a bit of calm, and you're sailing down the river, and then you hear
No! No!
Oh,
Oh no!
my
Boo.
God!
God.
So that's 20!
Boo! Wow! Boo!
So does that take out our whole boat though? Like, does that actually just wipe the boat?
We're just the campaign is over. We've just ended, and roll new character sheets, everybody.
Oh my!
You just, out of nowhere, the whip crack of George's signature whip comes out and lashes that on the back.
No.
and it is a sneak attack.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad you got healed up.
Me too.
Wow,
Me too.
20
I'm so glad I healed you.
6 plus 3, 9, 20. Wow. 6 and 9 makes 35. Did I do my math right?
I'm doing the math right now. That is 41.
No, my goodness.
The first one comes and hits you, and then like you start to stumble over, and as you stumble over, the second one hits you in the ankle.
Oh, jeez.
It's only 9, 10, 11 points of damage for the second
11.
one. However, I need you to make me an athletics check as you see like whoosh, whoosh, and then Zat starts to get pulled towards the edge of the boat as you hear Georgia from over the side go, "You're going to hell with me!"
Oh my
Get
gosh.
over here.
Okay, so this is another opposed to left.
You still have the bar. No, wait, no, it succeeded. Never mind. I don't think you have it anymore.
You didn't
right?
spend it on the second roll.
He did.
You did not.
Mm-mm, so
You
that
still
inspiration
have
is
that
still there.
bardic inspiration.
Oh no, he doesn't even need it.
Hey.
So as you get dragged towards the end of the boat, you hold on to the railing, but you're seeing like just an unholy undead strength as Georgia is holding on to the side of the boat, just trying to pull you into the water with him using his whip. He does he after seeing that he's not going to be able to pull you off. You see, he lets. Would he do that? This is Georgia has a choice to make.
Oh.
He's undead. He's already made his choice.
You see, he lets go of the whip, and it's still dangling on your around your ankle. And you see, just with one hand, he pulls out the crossbow, and he just goes, "Just die!" And he's going to shoot with his bonus action.
Oh my gosh.
An 18?
That hits.
Oh no.
That does not hit.
Ignore the second one. The second one doesn't happen.
Damn it.
You
but
have
that
plus
is-
2 to your AC currently. What's your?
Yes. My
Okay.
AC is 17 now.
Okay.
So that is an additional 11 points of damage as he's just holding on to the ship, and just desperately trying to kill you.
Okay.
That is going to bring us to Shani. You just
All right.
like, and just to kind of paint a picture, you were all like, you all took a breath of relief. It just it's like a horror movie, like a jump scare with how quickly Zach
Right.
was pulled to the side of the
Like
ship.
literally the claws being like were scraped across the deck. Oh.
Oh my god! Like you see, like initially, Shani is like in like shock for a second, just processing, and then he immediately jumps up, and then out of nowhere, like it seems like it's hidden underneath all of the instruments that he's like carrying around him and this backpack. He actually has an actual dagger, or not a dagger, a rapier, and he goes, "Normally don't use this, so hopefully I hit proper." And he goes and actually tries to cut the whip.
Yes.
Okay, so you success. Look, I'm gonna say because he's no longer holding it, you're able to successfully just whoosh, cut the whip. So if he did try to grab it again to pull that down, it was no longer an option for him. The whip
Yes.
has actually been destroyed.
Yeah, you also ruined his favorite whip, which is like, we love it. We love to see this happen.
And then I'm trying to see if I can do this. Okay, so I can do this as a bonus action if I expend one of my bardic inspiration. So I have unsettling words.
Mm-hmm.
And so what it does is you can spin words laced with magic that unsettles a creature and causes it to doubt itself. As a bonus action, you can expend one use of your bardic inspiration and choose one creature in 60 feet vicinity. Roll the die, and a creature must subtract the number rolled from the next saving throw it makes before the start of your next turn.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to use a bardic inspiration. I'm going after Shiny sees him. And wait, what do I have to roll?
You roll your
D10.
D10, and
D10.
whatever you get, he's got to subtract that from his next save.
Other way around. Slash before the R.
That's right. R D10. There we go. So
it's gonna get -5 to his next save.
And then so he looks over the edge, and then like you just see up till now, Shani has been like this very cheerful, easygoing looking kind of person. But then when he looks over, no one else hears this. No one else is. It seems like this weird connection between just Shani and this person. I'm blanking the name. Georgia,
don't worry.
And the thing is, Shani actually has it looked like initially an ornament, like kind of like a diamond that's on top of his eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see it flash, and actually inside of it is a third eye that opens up. And he just looks at it and he goes, "Lose that grip. Your fault. You can't hold on to this. What are you trying to do here? Do you really think you have the strength to grab on any longer? Don't you feel your fingers slipping, falling into the water, into the nice, deep, cooling, gentle waves below? Drop."
I am going to actually have him roll a strength check to see if he makes it. But I am going to say, as you finish off your words, you can see that you have him hypnotized. Your words have kind of connected to that last living true bit of the essence of Georgia. And the only thing he can muster to say before he makes this strength check.
I actually was going to go a bit darker, but I was
go for it.
I was going to actually say,
Oh.
does he have a dagger or a sword or any of that sort of an instrument?
Let me check his inventory.
Anything sharp?
He actually does not. He only had his whip and the crossbow.
Okay, how about this then? I say, you don't need those fingers, do you? They're a burden. Use the crossbow. Take a bolt out. Cut off your fingers.
And you just hear him go, "These belong in a museum." And he falls towards the side into the drink.
And then you see like Shani just like he's standing there for a bit, and he kind of looks like a very quirky upward turn. He goes, "Well, problem solved," and he just starts.
Yeah, a little help here. Is that just hanging off at the end of the further boat?
Sorry. Here you go. And then he like pulls out his loot and kind of because he probably can't reach you, and he kind of uses the loot. Grab on.
Zap pulls himself up on the ship.
Ufu's already like
No.
spinning the blade again, like, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go.
And you all just see Asan and Ellen look at each other and go, "Yeah, we should probably stick with them."
Yes.
Ufu goes, "And where were we headed again?" Like, there's been a lot of activity on this river.
Away from that is what Ellen says.
That is a very general direction, but okay.
And that's where our camera starts to fade away from fade backwards away from the ship, and you just see off into the distance a wolf appear and trot up to a stag, and the stag whispers, "So, are they with the hunt?" And the wolf goes, "Oh, yes. Oh, yes." And that is where we're going to end our session for today.
Shame on you, Nor. Shame.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This was awesome. This was fantastic. Thank you, Nora. This is fantastic.
I'm sorry, this was like a mostly combat episode.
That was
But-
great.
Oh
Awesome.
my god,
Oh,
y'all
I
had
can't believe Georgia Jonas is back.
So Georgia Jonas was someone from an earlier campaign that we played where he was trying to get a special item from the I forget the exact thing, but from the City of Cats, trying to take it. And then I impersonated him with this is where the rolling started happening, where I was just rolling 20s on my impersonation, which was just my disguise kit, which is a mustache over a cat. And I convinced everyone that I was Georgia Jonas for a good long time, even convincing Georgia Jonas enough to like escape. Yeah, so
my goal is to get Kobold Press to make Georgia Jonas canon,
Oh.
just because I hate him that much.
He's basically a knockoff Indiana Jones. He came through. He was trying to
Oh.
steal stuff, right? Like, that's the whole joke is like, he's Georgia Jonas and he's there to put things in museums, and he came through and was trying to steal an artifact. We were like, no, you can't have it. And in fact, Zat was like, no, you can't have it because I'm just going to be you. That's how it went down. That is how it went down.
Identity theft is a crime, Zat.
ugh.
We're on season 2 of what originally started as a one shot that I
Nice.
developed to
Yep.
duck on Indiana Jones. But that said, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Bonsai, for the raid. I hope
Yes,
I
thank
didn't
you.
miss anybody else who raided. If you did raid it, I missed you. I'm so sorry, but thank you for tuning in. I truly hope that you're enjoying the story, and I have the pleasure of running a game with some of the most amazing people that I know. So let me just quickly get this out of the way. I've been your GM Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please show me some love on Twitch because Twitch ain't doing it. And with that, we're going to start in opposite order. We're going to start with Ufu this time.
Oh, okay. Well, then I should make a few announcements, but y'all, I'm Little Red Dot.
I'm sorry.
That's if you want to save me till the end, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll save you to the end.
That
and
way I
just
can do
go-
announcements. Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll start with Zat, the shredded cat who got a drag me to hell moment.
Yes, drag me to 8 HP moment. It was great. That was really stressful. Hi, I'm Marcus. I play Zat. You can check me out here on Sundays in this wonderful game. You can also follow me at Best Kind of Worst on Twitter. And I love this game. These people are awesome, and I'm so happy that Kobold Press is letting us get messy in the Southlands again.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Speaking of ducks,
Yes! KP! You're next, because speaking of ducks, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, wait, you're muted.
now you're muted.
No, you're muted.
Speaking of muting. No.
No, that is an actual segue.
Not allowed.
Hello, everybody. My name is KP, also known as KP11 Studios on all your social media platforms. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm a photographer. I do cosplay and portrait photography. I'm also a TTRPG player. I love playing games with these amazing people and other amazing people out there. I just love it. I love telling stories. I love having my inspiration come from my culture a lot of the time. So like Shani is inspired from an actual Indian god. And if you learn about him, you might also understand a little bit about his character a bit more and why he does the way things he does a little bit. So I'll leave that tidbit out too, because we don't have enough time for me to explain all of it. So go a little research. And yeah, so every character I play is based off of something like that I really, really enjoy. And hopefully through my storytelling, I can introduce you all to a little bit more of some other culture and get you all cultured a little bit. But yeah, if any of that interests you, check me out on Twitter, check me out on Instagram. I practically live on Twitter and can be a little bit unhealthy, but who cares? Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it.
Heck yeah. And having Shani be the one that takes out Indiana Jones this time was very sweet for me. Speaking of sweet note, that's an actual segue.
Speaking of flans,
Speaking of floods, Anita.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Misses. I can be found everywhere online at Panita or at Critical Misses. I was Moonshine this evening, your local birdificer who really just wants a grease spell that is a reaction.
I want to think Bonsai gave you a great suggestion in chat, which is just carry a bottle of grease.
I could. I really could. I could just bottle a grease spell and then just.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Artificer, I can
grease
just
grenade.
do that.
It's a grease grenade.
I
I'm
love
just
that
gonna
you're
build it.
planning on ruining my life.
No.
A grease snake.
Grease grenade.
We have a grease
Grease
cannon. I should have just
grenade.
used the grease
A
cannon.
grease nade.
You can find me on all the socials at Panita or at Critical Misses. You can find me Tuesday for our finale. It's an actual finale, not the fake finale that I mentioned last week for the Hollowed over on Tall Skulls channel. The finale is I get to say goodbye to my sweet little sorceress. Wednesdays, you can find me over on Vancouver by Night's Twitch channel for Changeling the Dreaming, but not
Nice.
this Wednesday because we're going dark over there as well as on Critical Misses. We're dark that day. Fridays, you can find me over on Critical Misses running The Growing of the Dim, which is a Fear Itself campaign where it's supernatural horror. And then Saturdays, we're back for Morning Ritual. And our guest is going to be Sharif from Riders of Waterdeep.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Just say if we have a grease nade, its acronym would be GG. So every time you throw it, you could just
Yes.
GG. Yeah. GG. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. I'm Dot, y'all. I'll bring us home for this little.
Hey.
Yeah.
Not real quick. Can I do something?
Of course you can.
Yay! All right, just really quickly, we usually have B here. B unfortunately couldn't make it, but please be sure to give B some love over on their Twitter. It's at B_Zelda.
Oops, I got that wrong.
No
Don't click
worries,
that
no
link.
worries.
That's not the right link, y'all. Don't click that link.
They're also on the Broadswords
Kobold wants you to follow
podcast
B.
and Power Play RPG. Just check out their Twitter. They have a link tree to all the stuff that they're doing. Please show some love. But that's all I want to do.
Great call. Yeah, go show some love to B. B is traveling at the moment. They're traveling. I am Dot, y'all, your resident Kobold Twitch producer and occasional hedgehog folk here on the Kobold Press. A couple things. If you like what we're doing with Southlands, guess what? If you were a Kickstart backer, if you backed during the Kickstarter, you already have your PDF copies, and physical copies are coming. They are literally can get in hands. If you want your hands on it right now, go pick a VTT of choice. I believe Shard and Fantasy Grounds both have the entirety of all 4 books currently available for the Southlands collection. Or you can just go to our website and pre-order. We are in pre-orders right now, where you can go get the full bundle of all 4 books, which include 2 campaigns along with a world book or like a regional book and a player's guide for it as well. So lots of stuff there. And if that's not enough and you really just want to go help us out a little bit more, we are in the middle of a great Kickstarter right now called Tome of Heroes, where you can get a bunch of new 5e options for character build, which is pretty sweet. We're gonna be at Gen Con. Yay! I'll be in a booth with a mask. Yay! So everybody else at Gen Con. Yay!
Yeah.
everybody wear a mask.
Come
Please,
check us
God,
out.
everyone wear a mask.
Jump over to the Kobold Press booth. I believe our number is 1537. I could be totally wrong, but it is at the top of our Twitter because Victoria is amazing. So come out, come see us. Well, I'll be there some of the time. The rest of the time, I'll be backstage somewhere, but I'll be bustling about. That would be cool for you to come say hi. Yeah. And we will also be dark this Wednesday. Kobold Press will be observing the blackout. So that means no Kobold chats this week. And we will be moving the finale of Marauders of the Middle Sea to next week. So please, everybody, as I have said on other channels, observe the blackout if you can. If there is a streamer that isn't capable of doing so, show them love anyways. They may be under a contract or something. And recognize that the streamers that are under the blackout are taking a day away from the things that give them their livelihood. So to consider making a donation, buying a coffee, doing an extra thing for somebody, even though the blackout is happening, and don't do it through Twitch because that defeats the whole purpose. So go find a PayPal, go buy a new dice bag, go do a thing for all those streamers out there that are observing for a very, very important reason. Cool. Hey, I was right. 1537. Hey, my wisdom check was a success. Unlike all the other rolls today. And in lieu, on that note, speaking of untied shoelaces, Noir.
That's me. I'm the untied shoelaces. I got most of my outro stuff done already, but you reminded me of a few things. I'm also going to be at Gen Con.
Yeah.
This one, Moonshine. We're doing Morning Ritual Live, so check that out. Also,
nice.
I'm just going to be around, so say hi to me. But don't do it too forcefully. I scare easy.
Nobody's scared Noir. No scaring.
Nobody scared me. Also, later today, I'm doing my Drunk Gundam stream. So if you want to check that out, I build a Gundam while getting drunk. I almost said I build a Drungle. We're already there. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. I truly love this story. I truly love the players I get to tell the story with, and I truly appreciate the people that sit and listen to it. So thank you, and I truly mean that. Now I'm gonna go get drunk and put a Gundam together.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Put a Gundam together.
We'll be back here next week, same Kobold time, same Kobold channel, and we're gonna go share the love that has been shown to us today over to Gary Con Live. It looks like they are rolling dice and telling stories, and what better place for you to be? Make sure you hang around, share some Kobolds in their chat, and check out their story. We're rating now, and we will see you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.